Why did I rebrand? What is that? Ears? Ears? No ears. Oh no! Is this coming apart? Oh no! What am I gonna do about that? Try to tell this story again. Shit. No ears. Hey guys, I am Sierra. A lot of you guys have been asking me why I rebranded because I was PixiPeachy for a long time and that's what you guys knew me as, and even still, a lot of you still have a tendency to call me Pixie or Peachy or whatever, which is fine. We're still in a sort of a transitionary period. You're getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. We're going places. It's cool. We'll get there. We'll get there together. But so a lot of you have been asking me why I rebranded and what was sort of the driving force behind that. And I am going to tell the story here on YouTube so that I can stop having to tell it in my chat. This is a question that has been stopping me in my tracks in the middle of important conversations or in the middle of gameplay or in the middle of whatever, so that I can tell the same story over and over and over again. So I just wanted to say it once on YouTube and then never have to tell this story again. So on Twitter, there's a guy I followed who now goes by Sam Strake, but he was Trouble Truck for a really long time. And I follow him on Twitter and on Twitch. And he is a Twitch streamer, but I wouldn't consider that to be like his primary thing that he does. I think I see him more on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, posting videos more than anything else. And his whole deal is like he gives industry tips and like Twitch analysis type of things. And he's like really good at it and gives great advice, but he tweeted this the other day. I've been toying with the idea of a rebrand to a real name. Not my full legal name that has garbage SEO, but something to where new people aren't questioning whether they should listen to reporting, industry analysis, and advice from someone that goes by Trouble Truck. You don't usually see people in the space I'm in go by internet handles. Gary V, Devin Nash, Harris Heller, or in the comedy space with Logan Paul or Jenna Marbles. They're named people. The only similar exception I can think of is Slasher. Handles are used more for pro gamers. So I saw that and I was like, yeah, okay. And I have never really considered myself to be or aspired to be a pro gamer or like an esports personality in any way. That's not something that I've ever strived for. That's not something that I've ever claimed to be. That's just not who I am, and it never will be. My primary function on Twitch, as most if not all of you know, is to create a safe space for mental health conversations and mental health advocacy, and to help reduce the stigma around mental health and that conversation a little bit. So since I'm not focusing primarily on my gaming and the thing that I am focusing on is mental health advocacy, I thought about other people in the space, and I thought about, one streamer who I really look up to, Dylan KG. He was formerly Gooperatives, and we all called him Goop, and then he rebranded as Dylan KG, and so now he goes as a name, and that makes sense to me. And I thought about it and was like, I think I would like to do the same because I wanted to be taken more seriously in this space. PixiPeachy was a cute name, but that's all it is. It's like cutesy and whatever, but I wanted a real name so that I could feel like I was being taken more seriously in the space that I was trying to be in. So then the next question I get is, why Sierra Grove? Well, Sierra is my name, so no brainer. Go by Sierra. Done. Easy. But then Grove is not any part of my real name. That is something that I chose as my internet last name, so to speak. And the reason why I chose that was also pretty well calculated. If you have been in my community for any length of time, you've probably heard us talk about sort of the way that we have gamified the mental health conversation, where we use the spoons analogy but we say hit points. And one way that we talk about that you can regain those hit points is by spending time with a healer. And we used to say cleric, but then many members of the community started latching on to other healing classes that they felt better suited them. And so I kind of did the same, and I chose druid. And so I wanted to stick with sort of that druid type of theme because I wanted to stay in like the mental health space and then catered it more personally to how we talk about mental health. So I played with the idea of using druid, but I thought, you know, that sounds ridiculous. That's not what I want. So I started thinking about word association and things that came up when you think about a forest. And the word grove just kept coming up and kept coming up. So I eventually tied myself to that, fell in love with the idea of Sierra Grove as my name. I think it sounds peaceful. I think it sounds like a space where I'm inviting you to be free and be open and be yourself and be at ease with yourself. And I am really happy with the direction that this rebrand has gone. I've taken out all of the pinks and like pale orange and peach colors and replaced them with very natural colors and browns and greens and yellows, and it puts me more at ease when I look at it. It's better for me. It's better for me. But so there you have it. That is my rebranding story, and now you guys know. And I'm going to Sam actually made a video recently when he made his rebrand talking about how to choose an internet handle, whether it's going to be a handle or whether it's going to be a name. Kind of some things to think about the good and the bad and ways to do that. And that is not my space, so I'm not gonna really touch on that. But I am going to link his video in the description. So if you guys would like to check that out, if you're maybe considering doing a rebrand yourself, you might want to click on his video and check that out. Take a little look over some of his advice on renaming yourself. If that is a path that you are going on, then I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Wait, what's happening? What are we doing? Ah!